So let's get right down tonight of AEW Full Gear. So AEW Full Gear was a great show tonight, and just tons of athletes and performance. So this was good. So I'm gonna live by 10 by 10. I think it was really good classic match. So this match tonight of AEW Full Gear, so yes, it was a great match. So let's get break it down tonight. So if you want to subscribe to this channel and you want to subscribe to get one notification below on my screen right here. So if you want to buy something like video games, so if you want to buy like Nitro Switch too, you can get Spider-Man game. You get a new game. We have a new update on the 2K26 Windows update. I'm gonna stick on that. And so tomorrow night I'm gonna talk about that. And we have the two separate ways. And so much more. So let's go live right here. So after tonight's AEW Full Gear, so here's the match. So OCTB at $2,000 price, Raven Gang taking on against At Ronalds, taking on against Indy Bowens, and Matt Costello taking on Big Bill and Brian Keith. So I was at last time in Athens, Zeus Robinson, Austin Gunn on defeating FTR on the collision on November 8th. Henry Bowens and Matt Costello lost to Kansas Okada and Kosuke Ichishide all inclusive on November 4th. Big Bill and Brian Keith lost to Emily Bowens and Matt Costello all inclusive October 11th. Aja ends up Ronalds with Dr. Castle on defeating Corey Sparks, the Cow, Polk, Paul, and KM on inclusive on September 27th. Also after a fast pace, after Sporting opened Zeus Robinson mostly to Caps Amy Bowens with a roll up was a sweet count. After winning also the money for his at guns for 101K in 5 minutes. After 4 matches for 1 hour block may just be too much for AEW. So I was too mostly in this contest aside from having a CRAM and after from 8 men into a short time. I guess the heavy story to focus was on Amy Bowens and Matt Costello still struggling to get onto the same pace. After a while, everyone else worked around their arguments. The Baby Gang and Cody Penn FTR and followed up with a big money victory, and this could be a good sign for their Intimate Universal. After Zeus and Austin going after the winner of the World Tag Team Championship match, we were at a last look. So also has a good TV about soon and possibly even making such a World's End main card. The Big Bill and Brian Keith have lost in some moments without a strong just came to work. After between just stresses, hopefully there is a stronger plan soon for two great talented men and real complex team. So in the winner of this match, Seuss Robinson and Austin Gunn. So after Costa saw a commentary in support of Sir Al Reynolds, he advised that he Trouble in truth needed to pay off the debits from many beats to also advertisers. Ace Austin also came to support his group and celebrate the victory afterward. And Max Costa had set the whole crowd soaring in on his set until Andy Bones told him to stop. But Big Bill cut off Max Costa and Andy Bones from Sicily for the first time in months. And Andy Bones was mostly including Agent Lose and you at Max Costa aside set the ring. So here's the next match. So we have a tailgate brawl. They got AC Costa Guy, Boom, and Kuti Marcel Dom taking on against RPC Vice. Was the last time in Athens, Trent Boyer walking Lamont, Lance also in Ray Hiskill lost to AC Hologram, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tamhiro Ahasi, and all in Texas several hours back in July 12. And this is the first time a Big Boom, AC, Kosukai, and Kuti Marcel have teamed together. So Agent with assist from Big Justice in the right hand from Paul White of Kuti Marcel, and Big Boom AC hit a Doomsday and Black Buster for the victory on Trent Boyer. And this is the best RPC finally have looked in AEW in a long time. It helps with AEW technically and gave these in record AC matches time to a level. I wanted these matches are not so typical to AEW style. I just a crowd always reacts to the asses in his defensive in the Mercy, Messi, and Sully finish. Also has a pull, and this is to the tailgate ball, and there is nothing wrong with these matches. But at some point, AEW would need to do more with AC or stop giving these segments. As a quote, some most time, we have anything the most interesting enemies is Justice, who still cannot wrestle inside the ring, but is getting more involved. Personally, he might be a diamond inside of love for AEW inside Universal, if he can fully figure it out. So, anyway, on this match, AC, Boom, Classic Guy, and Kuti Marcel. After Paul White is showing a commentary in support of the Costco guys, at the end, he and Don Callis is saying that the front Baby 12 set the match. After between set the cloud was in the full imaging as it did in this match. And Trent Boyer has not wrestled much in the past few months. After he will in a cast on his left hand for this contest. Trent Boyer only took the opposite after boxing Issei with his cast and then hitting a busky knee and Big Justice so off his last new move. After the Diamond Cutler on Rocky Ramone, Andrew went to backstage. It was Don Callis. Andrew Heath has refused to be worried about the family lose, focusing on the wins. And coming he also continued to talk about the Young Bucks. So here's the next match. So we have Toge Ball, we got Eddie Kingston and Hook taking on against the Wolf Horsemen. After last time in Athens, Eddie Kingston and Hook alongside him and Adam Page lost to the OPPS on Dynamite on November 5th. Andrew Henry and Sadie Drake lost to Powerhouse, Hobbs, and Samoa Joe All Out the Target Ball back in September 20th. So, after the Rogue Horseman brought the fight to Hook and Eddie Kingston right away, but the Man King was not having it. He put away Andrew Henry with a DDT for the victory. So this is not much to see here. Calling this match, I just saw the most on the tight a timetable for tonight. It just became more of a squashes, and then they did it tickly. I didn't even put on TV. Andrew Henry and Sandy Drake never had a chance against Eddie Kingston and Hook, but it will be nice to see a complete match between the teams. I just hope both Horsemen have shown that they can do a lot with limited time, but no one was going to make anything of this format. Andrew Hook and Eddie Kingston still have work to do to receive as a tag team could lose more serious dinosaurs from complex teams. Anyway, on this match, Eddie Kingston and Hook. After a small show reveal in the parking lot, I think that he had brought a whole OPPS just to help him his deal with him and Adam Page, and Eddie didn't even take off his hat before the bowling started. So here's the next match. So I got TBC and LAL World Trio Championships in Sky Team against St. John Callis family. After out last time in Athens, Cassius Akata, Kosuke Chisade, and his way his skill alongside to South Alessandro on defeating Bandio and State Speed on Dynamite August 27th. After of Cassius Akata was not into the ring, has Chisade and Ray Hiskell made their entrance, but Ray Hiskell news is still set to enter Mexico after his solo before the match could start. After between the contest started as a tag team match, it was before the women finally arrived and made his slow entrance just at the ring, complete with Apollo. After Alex Nemesis helped Mexico return to this match. After before the Rainmaker finally arrived, yeah, I say that once. After helped Mexico return to this match and turn the tide. After Okada, after in society continues to struggle with pre-chemical D and made his good tap out to L.A. Mascata. Okada and society to conflict remains to AEW most compelling angle in the title persons of this match played into that story. And this was the most they have struggled to get, along with any match with a counter classic starting very soon. The time is reportedly passing for them to collide. Agent Mascata and Dorado got a much better outing walking tonight, and then his summer class with Okada on Dynamite. So, Dad said this was about Mexico more than anyone else on Sky Team. He was a returning hero. It was so far too much for way his skill to hand it down to set the straps. AEW partnership with CMLL continues to allure strong masses in moments. Hurry to CMLL talent masses such like this on AEW. The programming outlet was in Universal. So, in the winner of this match, Mexico, Angelado, and NEON. So, I think this was the second turkey ball in a row. I think it was the last match to bleed into the main pay-per-view, and this may become AEW national. So, either way, his skill had to beg the two men to work together, but Okada still gave Society set a minute angle, and Okada hit his own partner Society at multiple times, and only smiled afterward. Once afterward, the Waymaker begged off the offer into Okada's hope. Okada just at the back. So here's the next match. So we got Darby Allin goes 1-on-1 against Pac. After last time, in essence, Pac wants it with Danny Garcia and Larry Hood on against Say Lethal, Adam Priest, and Tommy Bennington on the collision on November 15th. Darby Allin alongside the Combinations and Robert Strong on defeating the Dead Bottles on Dynamite, Blood and Guts on November 12th. So, Darby Allin has been refused to give up no matter what Pac to add him. After the Daredevil finally wasn't to lodge in his scorpion deadlock by the basket call and Huda. So, after he distracted Darby Allin and the referee to allow Pac to hit him with Sting after this back. So, I'm just bad and gets a 3 count. I just would be no surprise that Park and Joey and made a great match and kill, and Joey added bumps for Park made him look like he destroyed more than anything else in years. Because I just a stacked main card and just maybe a forgotten contest by the end of the night. But I get pretty excited what it made it for the stories and calm and time involved. I didn't know about how much he may not look it. WN has accomplished himself has a main event at an AEW who is lucky to win the men's World Championship in the next year. I may just lose, make sure, and that his fight with the Jeff Wallace is not done. I wanted to fighting him since Pac went back on his board. So I went to out versus like Daredevil winning with its seat tactics instead. So I think it was an independent win for Pac, who has so in tough lose. Recordly, he not only on your finger top man in AEW, but he did what Samasi could not. I just nominate more title pistol that could set up a return to one of AEW Mercury rivalries like Heaven Adam Pace against Pac. So, in the winner of this match is Pac. Joey Allen has arrived after a dramatic video package showcasing his angle in recovery for time after blood and guts. I just said Daredevil was heavy, bossing for this contest. Parker Solid whip them away to was stress at the fibrable bones. WN took some scary bumps in this, including a manually press, also apron, just to the floor, and toes into the steel post just outside. I just said the crowd said you can kill him. His WN kept fighting, and Allen was supposed meant to kick out Pac, rebound, clothesline, and a wild near fall that could have easily finished this contest. So here's the next match. So we got Topless Love Bombs against Sister of a Sun against Babes of a Wrath, Megan Bang, and Minute Seville. So was it last time in Athens? Topless, Tony Storm, and Minute Sakura beat Anya Fitting, Alex Winslow, and Riho about Megan Bang and Minute Seville beat Anya Fitting, Tennessee to advise a Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. So like that, guys. I'm going to listen to my voice a little bit. So, I just finished a tournament on Dynamite on November 19th in Sky Blue Showing hard in particular, making Bang and Seville and Mercedes Monet on your feet, Renata Gill, Harley Cameron, Storm, Miyasaka, Sammy Hill, and Christian Angel on Dynamite, Buzzing Guts on November 12th. So, was it actually only just shreds? Endorsement by Making Bang in Seville has a sister of a son. Tony Storm took it away and would not let it go. So Thomas won as a wrath went back and forth with penning attempts that ended with Storm casting. It was a casting Harley Cameron with a big package to win. It was good for AEW to get City Women's on the main card in any form, even if it would have been a good idea for this to be real. After the Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament, the following has happened. After instead, and this was more fun than dramatic, after the stakes were not high, as the results was suspended. Tony Storm and Miyasaka made a more notorious to stupid wrestling from their fight with Making Bang and Seville, giving the growing heat between the teams. After whatever Jake sues supported Making Bang and Seville and suspended lose to come as a point to topless love bombs against Sisters of a Sun was a final. The still even got a times to sign, and all four teams made their case and for why, and they could probably win the Women's World Tag Team Championships very soon. So, and the winner of this match, Tony Storm and Mia Sakura. Afterwards, the heels seemed to work, has to go. And it was 20 Sisters of a Sun got each other for shots at Making Bang and Seville when they needed to. So Making Bang has Tony Storm a while to Seville, and it wasn't locked in the mother's milk or Mina Seville, not Mina Sakura, but Satanas won, fought out to save her wife, and took a while for the topless love bombs and babes of a wrath to exchange blows, but the final stretch was heavy to focus on Storm and Harley Cameron. So here's the next match. So we got World Tag Team Championship match where we are aligned. So we got Bandito, Brody King taking on against FTR. So was it last time in Athens, Dax Hall and Cass Wiggle in AFI lost to Bandito, Zeus Robinson, and Seth Speed on inclusion on November 15th. Brody King and Bandito discovered on defending the World Tag Team Championships against Cassius Okada and Kosuke Chisai on Wrestling Dream October 18th. So, after of Bandito and Brody King kept fighting no matter what. FTR told at team up with them, but suspicious of Dax and Cass was too much for Bandito to overcome. So also after multiple times attempting to take out Brody King, and they took out the big man wearing a spike, Paladavo also to the apron. I just left Bandito take a spike, Paladavo, followed by Saddle Machine to eventually. And this was an incredible match that highlight I knew how good every man in this contest is. A while it was FTR. Was it over when Bandito bites it in? This was mostly about Bandito. Throughout, he fought through. Even Dax and Cass control at him, taking multiple tag teams, friends to take him down, and it was often in a handicap match. So, I think it's a shame that Bandito title reign is over, but hopefully AEW will continue to highlight with them and it has a entail. As you both see, Bandito is still always the World Series, so he has plenty to work with Brody King to should not be forgotten. And this is if FTR win, it says the stage for the return of Adam Copeland and Christian Case, and it is likely anyone will beat them and they fight Case and Cope again. So we might find out soon. So anyway, on this match, Dax Howard and Cass Whitlow. After of Bandito body slam King onto Dax to the joy of the crowd, but King was not ready to. Just afterward, Andrew Big Stoke received Cass from a drawing King, taking himself and inspiring Stocky halfway, has did said after of Bandito went to 2-on-1 with FTR for a while in this with Brody King has full recovery with FTR finally hit him with a solid machine, but King broke it up to the pan. And in a while therefore, FTR got Bandito up for Doomsday device, but Bandito wasn't to shift the impact and nearly pin to Cass. After Bandito kicked out of the spike Paladavo, he stood up and with it on his handguns at both men with icon with image of fighting split before to the end. So here's the next match. So we have a national service casino garlic. Agent buses involved in all of arrived Bobby Lashley, Sergeant Bushman, Ricochet, Koya Category, Dan Garcia. I got my notes. I just got that marked down. So we got Owens Cassidy, Reddy Hooder, Kevin Knight, Robert Strong, Mark Davis, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Danny Messick Matt Menard. Andrew Wyatt, Bobby Lashley, and Sergeant Busman opposite the match, and they took it slow with basic grabbing. So just it was hoping Ricochet arrived and sent Gates of Agony out to take out of all of the hot Sasuke. And it took a while for the All Might and Gold Standard to get back into the asses, but there were too many top wrestlers involved to allow to the hot Sasuke to stay adjustment. And you went Ricochet. I messed up part that name. After of Ricochet, he was slipped in at the end. I was casting Kevin Knight with a split gun for the victory. I think it would have been cool to see some big surprise entrance in the Casino Garlic, but the entrance with Isaac carefully searching for the story of Eves and Connell. Andrew Wyatt's build up was focused on the hot Sasuke against the demon discreetly became such a had all their bottles for the long stretch to keeping the moment from buzzing guts. Object of color category was spoken the allure in this contest. So, wasn't looking more like the Jeff Bottles later, and then the Mosley has looked in months. Object of Ricochet, and it was a big surprise, but not in welcome one. That one and only has taken some tough blues and quickly, but gets more back with his victory. As he would now need to show that he can stay strong with a championship hanging in the abundance and gives up Agony alone to cannot save him from many Pantheons from with friends, and Ricochet has on the side to one with a gold in AEW. It will be shockingly if he does not a little, given what he has done in the ring on the mic since his arrival in the company. So, any winner on this match is Ricochet. So, Andrew Wyatt, Gates of Agony, attacked Sergeant Busman and Bobby Lashley, and Ricochet focused on MVP, who had to be helped to sit back. After the crowd had its disappointing fun with Ricochet, starting fucking with cardio category in at 4. As it was cardio category in Dan Garcia and Wheeler Huda were all into a match, and they beat up Owens Cassidy and Ghetto, and they beat down Ricochet after he tried to team up with them. Shortly after his arrival, Mark Davis popped up, and Owens Cassidy into one of the best looking power jowls in AEW. Kevin Knight broke up Speedball, Pan, and Champ on Mark Davis after 40 of all top wrestlers. The safety went at it, broken up by Red Death. Angel Garcia fades the scenes when Johnny Massick has arrived. Harrison beating up Red Death and sending him running into a crowd. Anderson and me since Begin has category and Mark Davis faced off but such a Berthman and Bobby Lashley finally returned to the ring, turning around anyone to and we hope people since. So here's the next match. So we have the Horse match. They got some Moxley goes 1-on-1 against Kyle O'Reilly. Also last time in Athens, Sean Moxley with Koya category on defeating Orange Cassidy in Wallace Strong on Dynamite on November 19th. Kyle O'Reilly with Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe, Wallace Strong, and Joey Allen made Moxley tap out for the Dead Waddles on Dynamite Busting Guts on November 12th. After of Sean Moxley had a plan and carried himself with confidence against Kyle O'Reilly, but nothing he could do was going to stop KOR from tapping him out with just ankle lock again at the end of his just body tossing the bottle, and while Moxley gave it nod of respect for KOR afterward, he still attacked and followed up to Kyle O'Reilly, kicked at his innocent left arm, and just makes it safe, and this match was not made for all the fans, but it was able to fully make Kyle O'Reilly, who came out of this looking like a chastable just grapple. Also every time Moxley tried to cast him and KOR had it, just instantly turning it around into his own submissive moves. After he was only first offended by commentary showing his left arm and instantly making it seem like and KOR had totally won just with one arm. After the hard card except of this match was mostly such news of a just fork. So just is a fork and poke to the head. But it was Cody inside liberally by a boat band to cause just incredible levels of blood. And this has close to pull tossing a bottle, has AEW technically scenes without discipline, Sac Supreme, Sono has evolved, and it is hard to imagine anyone but CSC was beating KOR in this contest in AEW anytime soon. So, and the winner of this match, Kyle O'Reilly. So, after commentary credit sold that no horse bonds to stipulation was subject to sparkly Cody, what kind of ridiculous moves could be emphasized. After Brian Dennison was closely the strongest commentator in this match, due to his experience and led this man into grappling and focus. He wanted to turn this into his own death by incising a fork. So pretend in this fork right here to break it up and stab Kalawali head in his knees and probably his hand too. So Kalawali and leaving him a bloody mess on his head and his forehead, stuff like that. Kalawali got a hold of Marcy's fork, has a max, forcing broke him up, lest it join even more. After us, such as bottles, this jump is still sealed into this oval of KOR, leading to Tony Fiorni to declaring he maybe won his own man for the rest of this match. So I got, hold on guys. So like that, one voice been messed up a little bit. So like that. So here's the next match. So I got TNT, 7-Sip, no DQ, Kalawali, Carter Fossil against Mark Briscoe. Was it last time in Athens? Carter Fossil squabble on your feet at TNT, 7-Sip against Scover Sky, and Mark Briscoe on your feet, Mark Davis on closing on November 15th. Carter Fossil showed his great and wasn't body and fade, kicking out of multiple insane spots in this match. So, was it how it was second simple would not give up, finding the answer just a photo star with conflicts, powerbomb through a bed, bottle table, and 98C Dorado on total tax to win. So AEW pulled up the buzz bath was at night, making this kind of feel less flowing in comparison to spot, but this match has scored more times in big spots to compensate. So Weapon followed only in Argent in this contest, setting up in multiple visible moments throughout the one time. Argent in content ways was it felt more like it was trying to one up Marbisco tables it from tax match with MCF or into EU. So, adding in terms of insane spots, and just did a sign that contest to just went long and it way that could be filled down, so it's just stress. And it was in good as a whole with multiple spots that while live in the hottest with for years, but and just one could have focused more on muscle Sony Mark Briscoe to his first AEW by the home stretch, and the result could have gone either way, but it's great to see second finally holding to AEW Gold. He would make the most of the spotlight and there were great matches against everyone. It seemed Carlos did not break the defense record for the team championship, but it gave him something to strive for as he keeps running his legacy. So, anyway, on this match, Mark Briscoe. As it was before the match, in a pre-tape second talk about what mattered most to him, his family, friends, and God. John Cass on commentary said he had big plans for Mark Briscoe and for the family, but he revealed it would looked to be serious injuries for a second. And Mark Briscoe was dropping so much blood from his forehead and that it was hard to tell whether if Carter Fossil had his own or his opponent and blood over his face. In some wild spots, and just one Carter Fossil knocked Mark Briscoe off the top rope to a ringside table, and both men taking major bad bumps on the from tacks and chasing a brain buster into a scully devil into the turnbuckle. And it is the wildest name force of the match. And Mark Briscoe sent Carter Foster to a table with a crockery bowl of a tall bottle. And kind of so he was a full crossing path, and when he yelled and take his eye, has Carter Foster stabbed Mark Briscoe with a screwdriver. So here's the next match. So we got $1,000 prize, so it's Express and Kenny Omega taking on against Young Bucks and Sauce Alexander. After last time in Athens, Sauce Alexander, Max Assassin, and Nick Assassin on defeating Skyflight on Dynamite on November 19th. Kenny Omega single Sad Perry and Exosaurus on defeating the John Cass family on Dynamite October 15th. So also after a wild Trios battle that Kenny Omega wrestling to get his possible revenge on Sauce Alexander with a one wrinkle angle, but the Young Bucks says the victory with BTE Trigger on Sad Perry afterward. John Cass tried to lead away Matt and Nick a while. After the family attack the angle of the Acclaimer. After when the Young Bucks made their decisions and turned on Cass and his family, deciding on Kenny Omega. So we issued a hang and did help Kenny Omega to sit it back with the Express on the eve of Thanksgiving. The Young Bucks on that friendship is more independent and they in any amount of money it is better for dating. It is never a big surprise when it match was it to Kenny Omega as a Young Bucks, but this was probably all about Matt and Nick. and they will many stars in this asses the city and carry out a faster piece and trail the desert or second to no one in the tag team wrestling. So it wasn't nice to see that asses reward with a big win on pay-per-view to even where they ended up walking out without the money they own. After anyone was good here too, it was a hate spotlight for such an offender as well, who has found his over to erase to the attack. Having just leveled in the family by bringing so much money to St. John Caddis. And this contest ended with the elite is back again, but the family is stronger than ever. There are plenty of exciting policy from here for what is about to become a serious, stable war. Anyway, on this match, Matt and Nick and Sauce Alexander. Ajay Caddis remained in commentary to hate on Kenny Omega and consider what he will do with his money. Okay? Ajay went to Young Bucks continue. Wasn't there a little inquiry entrance, and this time it's coming out a who wants to be a main meal will spend the publicity and money win. And Matt and Nick took out Kenny Omega, very BTE Trigger, the bottle. The Sauce Alexander had him just clarifying in England lock. The client was refused to tap out, making it evokes. And you went Sauce Alexander and Service Express wrestled to hit their finish, but the walking weapon broke up the pan in 10. It was before Kenny Omega finally accepted a hug and power of friendship and hug it out since and went out. After of Callis made clear he was giving all of the money since the Young Bucks buried him. So here's the next match. They got Women's World Championship. Christian Angel goes 1-1 against Mercedes Moné. After last time in Athens, Mercedes Moné, alongside the Triangle of Madness, Megan Bang, and Mansfield are defeating Chris Angel alongside topless Tony Storm, Minnesota, Sammy Hill, and Ray Donoghue and Harley Cameron on Dominic Buzzing Guts on November 12th. Money True emergency could at questioning at 12 is followed, but the Soviet worked smart and did smuggle. And these women have so much this chemistry into the ring, and so once again in a match that eliminate White collapses to on one of AEW best in-ring triangles, and they started fast and they allowed their piece to slow too much when a constant crowd realizes the CEO spotted through the crowd running and found ways to AMP it warms up a trial. It was a showcase of her greatness once again. And what was most independent in this match was highlight Chris Jericho elevation from the positive two matches to now, and they excited that it wasn't even women Keith Webb easily slowing her down. She looked more confident and probably to be too much for Monet, finally getting a win back from the CEO. And just ahead to be some results concerning that Monet is not ready for the world title yet. And she will likely not get that championship and to see lose most of her in O's. The one thing to watch is the crowds continue in support of the CEO, and AEW fans sound ready to embarrass if it's time for her sooner yet later. And the winner of this match, Chris Stellinger. So, after Chris Stellinger seemed to land body on her left forearm, already setting up a strong focus attack from the CEO of the leather arm. The crowd was cold for this early winding down on what was becoming a late night, but the CEO is awkward to the crowd with a waddle 14 amigos. The money adjustment a long stretch of this until questioning the card hole with a blue thunder bomb also able us to set a floor. And this is a possible countdown for questioning, but it prevents image from their match. And a year ago, the CEO slipped back and says after 9. So, after of Chris Stellinger must have locked in a statement ankle on Monday, but the CEO to wrestle the answer hand as a champion and turn it into her own statement ankle. The champion almost put Monday away when a package potted out, but the CEO barely got her hand onto a rope. After the CEO only took it herself and they wasn't in mounted off to the bottom rope, but was standing to kick out. So it is time for the main event. So we have men's world championship match will be all aligned. They get Heyman and Pace goes 1-1 against Samoa Joe. After last time in Athens, Heyman and Pace on defeating KCB Sabana on Dynamite on November 19th in Samoa Joe with Sabana and Powerhouse Hobbs just go on defeating the World Trios services against Heyman and Eddie Kingston Hook on Dynamite on November 5th. So, Heyman and Pace fought with every fiber on his brain to keep his men's world championship, but the OPPS had too many tricks up their sleeves. Other actors had Cowboy took out both Casey Sabana. So, in his win, Casey Sabana, he grabbed a world title and he went out to, he was climbing inside the caves. Until then, and couldn't take him out. So, at the end, Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook has arrived and pressured Heyman to set up a muscle buster for the surgery. Okay, so this was strange. Here, at the headset of PPS to celebrate, some lights went out. It was Sports Jacqueline has arrived with Prince Nala. And Samoa Joe retreated headset Mangle laying out the OPPS. Joseph Mimbles. He stood alongside the Cowboy inside the ring. And as he said, calling of the main event match is what matters the most, but on this night, this was all about the story. So, and Heyman had soap bloody bottle inside the staircase, and that Cody showcased that the cowboy is better than so on his own. After how ill so PPS and adding in months in the fourth member for this group is a handsome devil. And this hook twist was months in has his analysis with Eddie Kingston and had not been fully working instead of Hook. After doing his best, Madison gets to test how good a heel he can be. After more old, it was Swastigan is back and he came back bigger and skilled in that era, knowing him and him with a new common and was award. What's the enemy is a perfect hook for AEW going into 2026. The Cowboy talent wings still had Zeus, but it's better to take a new path that hosts fans and all wanting until the wheels fall off. And him will rebound, smallly spoken with his enemy turned right at his back, both oxide silencers for soul into near whistle. And the OPPS have to create a force strong enough to counter up two of AEW best with AEW can hold to coming on this long enough. We are bringing back with Osprey and putting the Cowboy to mingle in and get it to be AEW's biggest story to a date. Its smaller show is still one of Resident skillless forces of the all time, and he will make the most of allowing anyone has the new standard for all of AEW top versus to meet. And this is one of those wrestling ending with the forces. One was the thousand stories to come or too cool to worry about anything else. So, in the winner of this match, Samoa Joe. So, him and Adam Pants came out in a red tangled Tiny Tron and American from Red Dead Red Wrestling 2 since this is also the title of supposed in RDR2, this could have been a hint of what was to come. And so has believed heavy in closely in this match. He was leaving, coming anywhere, and spotting on the white ropes in the ring. And Hammond was also broken open. It was hard to tell how much was his blood wasn't so, deposits a cowboy, declaring it took out Sabana. Andrew has to wrestle a while to get involved, and he gets it fought him off. And referee Paul Tunnel went down. Andrew calling with the caves, and Hammond caught him. And it did I, and backside, and who no count possible, so Sting came out with a new team in. So here's the last one for the day. So thank you for your support in this show tonight. I might review AEW for you. It's my favorite you. Give me 1 minute here, guys. It was an overall show. Focus has a witness, pay-per-view, main card, and 80 show just you. On the seat on the table, and yet coming out on this show. AEW has multiple master story for us that have sayings to the company just to asses. It doesn't make Cody go down as one of the most independent shows as a title year for the company. Samoa Joe has casted Samans more services and multiple stars are lining up, has signing silencers for his new ring. So John Cass's family should be strong in that era as the fun is about to play out in a big way into Counter Classic. So Elite have a grind with plenty of enemies to complete against the tag team division. Its on-follow includes the new champions FTR, the former champs, Mondale, as the Young Bucks, Sources Press, and more. Chris Stanley against Mercedes Moné, never in an old match of the EU to attend that. So Chris Stanley has set a gold schedule of AEW Women's Division. The Women's Tag Team Division continues to deliver a strong tournament that Red Crown will be established very soon. Mark Briscoe and Ricochet are new champions with plenty to prove in some really exciting dinosaurs. Everything feels like it also awaits again, and that is a very exciting. Has AEW had a bet on his story waves after All In. So let's go to my YouTube coming poll for the night. So we got 17% like this show tonight. And this show tonight. 67% is alright. This show. 17% didn't like it. So let's go my Twitter X poll. Give me 1 minute here, guys. So we got 2% liked it, 2% isn't right, and 2% didn't like it. So thank you for coming out and to support tonight. So have a blessed Saturday, have a blessed weekend, have a great week on Saturday, and you might see you guys on Monday. So have a great Saturday, have a great week on Saturday, have a blessed night, have a have have, a, have a great week on Saturday, and you might see you guys on Monday. So we can wrap this up right here. And do get one schnitzel on the Spotify radio and podcast engine is so much more. So have a great Saturday, you guys. Have a great night. I'm gonna see you guys on Monday Night Raw. And so much more. So come back on Monday. Have a blessed night. So you guys come back on Monday. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you next time. Peace.